Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Diddy is still pursuing federal agents for allegedly giving the media access to important information. Diddy and his legal team are still claiming that the federal government leaked important material to the media. The trial files, the Cassie assault video, and it confidential, damaging and false claims and declarations are among the alleged disclosures. According to court documents allegedly obtained by All Hip Hop, Mark Agnifilo, the attorney for Sean Combs, submitted a motion asking a judge to impose a gag order as partial relief for these claimed disclosures, marking another attempt by the defense to explain these alleged leaks. Federal authorities, including Homeland Security, have already denied any leaks at all. Combs and his staff have disputed all of the other accusations that are still being made against them. The defense believes that Exhibit A accomplishes the intended purposes of the requested relief, according to the motion filed by Diddy's team. To guarantee the cessation of leaks and the dissemination of inaccurate and damaging information that is compromising Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial, while also imposing reciprocal limitations on the defense. Unfortunately, the parties have been unable to agree on the order after much back and forth since the October 10 conference, therefore we are unable to submit Exhibit A as a joint proposal. However, we were able to narrow down the disagreements and determine that the government approves of most, but not all, of the language in Exhibit A. Following a status conference on October 10 that brought up this purported problem, Mark Agnifilo and Diddy's legal team reportedly claimed that Homeland Security officers have continued their leaks and relays of allegedly false information to the media. Therefore, they think a gag order is essential. Furthermore, the court filings purportedly listed other instances of sources who provided CNN with insider information regarding the inquiry. Lastly, Agnifilo described the latter resisting language that would apply to all agents who would have been exposed to grand jury information and other sensitive aspects of the investigation and prosecution as the reason for the defense and prosecution's dispute. We'll see if the court issues this order, which might restrict the dissemination of information regarding the Diddy trial. However, the practical impact of the gag order remains unclear, even if it is granted. Diddy receives a positive bail update as the court grants him permission to request a new hearing. In his federal case, Diddy is accused with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. It appears that he still has an opportunity to obtain bail. Journalist Megan Cuniff reports that a motion to temporarily halt his bail appeal was granted by the Second Circuit Court of Appeals on Thursday. According to reports, the judge-approved order overrides the prosecution's objections and allows Sean Combs to seek a fresh bail hearing in the U.S. District Court. As a result, there is yet another opportunity for him to discover bond, but even if the process has been extremely challenging so far, there is no sign that it will become any simpler. To address what they claim are government leaks to the media, Diddy and his legal team also attempted to have a gag order imposed in court. The defense believes that Exhibit A accomplishes the intended purposes of the requested relief, according to the text of their motion. To guarantee the cessation of leaks and the dissemination of inaccurate and damaging information that is compromising Mr. Combs' right to a fair trial, while also imposing reciprocal limitations on the defense. Unfortunately, the parties have been unable to agree on the order after much back and forth since the October 10 conference, therefore we are unable to submit Exhibit A as a joint proposal. However, we were able to narrow down the disagreements and determine that the government approves of most, but not all, of the language in Exhibit A. His family publicly backed Diddy in a recent statement, despite the fact that the world is still debating and responding to the Diddy issue. His kids described this procedure as devastating, citing the numerous charges and presumptions made against the Combs family, which they describe as absurdity. In general, they want their father to return home with the conviction that his claimed crimes would be proven to be innocent. Despite previous connections, some people are hesitant to endorse Diddy. Jadakiss, for instance, recently lauded his gatherings, but he made it plain that his praise was for the parties he attended, which, according to him, had nothing to do with the alleged crimes. Simply put, he was reflecting on a time when the supposed darkness we've heard about wasn't a common topic of conversation. We'll see how this bail move turns out. In the documentary trailer, I Was Set Up to Be the Fall Guy, Shine discusses Diddy's shooting. As he prepares to broadcast a documentary about his life, Shine is being open about the 1999 shooting with Diddy, for which he was ultimately convicted and sent to prison. The rapper-turned-politician defended his innocence and reiterated his earlier claims that he was the fall guy for the event in a trailer that was made public on Monday. In every way, I was positioned to be the fall guy. Seeing everyone achieve was one of the most challenging aspects of it. I was able to move on after my 10 years in prison, he says. After an altercation between the Bad Boy camp and a man named Matthew Scar Allen, the shooting in question took place at Club New York in Manhattan on December 27, 1999. 3 bystanders were hurt when gunfire broke out inside the club. Following the incident, Diddy and his bodyguard were both arrested, but Diddy was exonerated of all charges. In contrast, Shine was found guilty of criminal possession of a weapon, assault, and reckless endangerment and received a 10-year prison sentence. However, he was acquitted of attempted murder. After being released from prison in 2009, he was subsequently deported to his home country of Belize. In response to the revelation of the federal accusations against his former label boss last month, Shine accused Diddy of destroying his life. At the age of 18, all I wanted to do was make my mother and Belize proud, do what we all want to do, be recognized for our talent, and take over the world, he remarked. He remarked at a news conference, I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me. He went on, I was essentially sent to prison by him. Yes, I went on and I did forgive. However, let's not act as though I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas in Miami. This is not someone I went on vacation with, and I relished our wonderful, close-knit fraternity. Even though this person ruined my life, I still forgive them. Belize's leader of the opposition, Shine, clarified that he pardoned Diddy for the benefit of his nation because of the financial assistance the rap superstar may provide. At the time, he was able to provide scholarships and possibly make investments. I wouldn't rule out making an effort to bring the funding to Belize and the contributions to education, he added. Shine stated that he doesn't take any joy or any satisfaction with what he is going through, even if he holds Diddy responsible for wrecking his life. He also added, I am different than maybe other people. For me to succeed, no one must fail.